Good morning everyone, my name is Michelle. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to another video. It's Tuesday morning, the 12th of March. We're sticking with the Madeline Soto case today. I thought I'd show you this. I've put this timeline together, which I can add sources, etc. This is just the initial page. And hopefully it will show you, especially if you're a visual learner, you like to see things, just how contradictory the information is that Jenn and Stephan have given in their interviews, but also with the police, and then what the police have said as well. I've done it in chronological order, and I've done it for Sunday the 25th into Monday the 26th of February. So let's go through it and I'll show you the sources as we go through. So on Sunday 25th of February in the afternoon stroke evening, it was Maddie's 13th birthday party at Grandma's place. We've got multiple sources for this, including law enforcement have said that they can confirm that the party happened. We've also got photo evidence. Jenn said she didn't attend because she had to work. Then still, Sunday 25th of February in the evening, don't know what time, Jenn says goodnight to Maddie. And she says in the WFT interview that this is the last time she sees Maddie.
We spoke about her birthday party. She had a birthday party on Sunday. She had a great time. I couldn't make it because I was working. But she had an amazing time. She was so happy with all her gifts. I told her good night and yeah, that was it. I wasn't the one who took her to school in the morning. That was my partner. But yeah.
Then we turn into Monday the 26th of February, and around 7:35 a.m. at the law enforcement press conference, Stephan was caught on surveillance camera at the apartment complex throwing Maddie's laptop and her bag, her school bag, into a dumpster.
Our detectives have determined that Madeline was never dropped off on the morning of February 26th near her school. Instead, we believe she was already dead at the time and that Stephan Sterns moved her body in the early morning hours on that day. We have video evidence that shows Stephan Sterns discarding items in a dumpster in that apartment complex in Kissimmee at 7:35 on Monday, February 26. Detectives later recovered Madeline's backpack and her school-issued laptop from that dumpster.
Meanwhile, at around 8 a.m., according to the initial officer report, Jenn sees Maddie getting dressed for school. So why would Stephan be putting her laptop and book bag in a dumpster 25 minutes before Jenn sees Maddie getting dressed for school? I'll tell you why, because Jenn's lying. Then, at 8:10 a.m., according to the probable cause affidavit, Stephen's vehicle is caught on a license plate reader near the school. Meanwhile, at 8:19 a.m., according to the press conference and the PCA, Stephan's vehicle is caught on surveillance camera at the apartment complex with Maddie dead in the vehicle.
At 8:19, we have evidence that shows Stephan Sterns returning to the complex and Madeline was visible in that vehicle. We believe she was already dead at that time.
Meanwhile, 11 minutes later, Jenn says that she sees Maddie leaving for school with Stephan. That's according to the initial officer report. So Maddie is simultaneously dead and alive. It's like Schrodinger's cat. Why? Because Jenn's lying. Stephan, in the initial officer report and the interview, says that he dropped Maddie off at the church near the school at around 8:40.
But she actually went missing early that morning, around between 8:45 and 9 o'clock in the morning. She went missing. We had dropped her off close to the school. She wanted to walk the rest of the way. Sorry. That should be it. Sorry about that. We dropped her off at school, close to school. She wanted to walk the rest of the way. She was spotted walking by the church, by the middle school, on the cameras. They saw her hang out in the parking lot for a little bit and then get up and leave. They didn't see a vehicle or anything else. They just saw her walk away around 9 a.m. heading towards the school, but she never made it. I wasn't the one who took her to school in the morning. That was my partner. But yeah.
Then we jump to 1:30 p.m. and according to the law enforcement press conference, Stephan is seen changing attire at Old Hickory Tree Road.
We are still appealing to our community for its help in this case. Please share this crime line bulletin on my right of Stephan Sterns. He was last seen driving a silver 2010 Lincoln MKZ. The Florida tag is IYLL82. On Monday, February 26, between 1 and 2:30 p.m. in the area of State Road 192 and Old Hickory Tree Road, as well as Old Hickory Tree Road and Nolte Road. During this time frame, it is believed that Sterns had a flat tire and might have been seen changing the tire in this area.
And it was there, in that vicinity, that Maddie's body was found. And yes, I'm aware of the pedo James Cox and the investigation into what's been going on there. I've had lots of people contact me about it. I'm aware of it. So for those of you that aren't, there's a pedo that has been investigated just minutes away from where Maddie's body was found.
Good evening, I'm Greg Warman.
And I'm Martha Sigalski. That raid happened on Countryside View Circle near Canoe Creek Road, and neighbors tell us they saw dozens of law enforcement and actually a body removed from this house.
Yeah, and the two people are not only father and son, but they're two people that the neighbors really knew well. One of them, James Cox, used to dress up as Santa Claus. He'd approach a lot of the children here in the neighborhood, and they were all kind of familiar with each other. This is a home right here behind me. We saw teams return today with two cargo vans, bringing out large bags. Unclear right now if it was evidence or not, but documents show the men had cameras secretly set up inside the home where they recorded children in the neighborhood naked. This is a view from Sky Witness 9 where you can see Homeland Security entering the home of James and Henry Cox. Inside, agents discovered Henry dead and arrested James on child porn charges. Investigators say Henry killed himself before the search warrant could be executed. The investigation began in November when St. Cloud police received a tip that someone was uploading child abuse material. Later, they learned it was of two children who live in the neighborhood. Some videos contained sexual battery. Other material showed a young boy using a public restroom. In all, the U.S. Attorney's Office says federal agents collected 15 electronic storage devices believed to have belonged to Henry Cox. And on it, more than 50 photos or videos. Neighbors say James Cox was friendly, known to dress like Santa all year round and approach children. They were horrified to learn of the charges.
There's a pile of kids that live in the house across the street, too. Yeah. And I feel like they should have told us, and don't tell us any details, just say, be careful with your kids.
The medical examiner's office is still working to wrap up the autopsy report on Henry Cox. At this time, James Cox faces charges for uploading that child material, but more charges could still follow in the future.
Dressing up as Santa all year round, giving kids popsicles, and his son, Henry, is also involved in this, but he shot himself before officers could take him into custody. Is there a relationship between Stephan and James Cox? We don't know yet. It's intriguing. It would be one hell of a coincidence if Stephan just happened to be at Old Hickory Tree Road, minutes away from James Cox's place, while it's about 20 miles away from the apartment complex. It's possible it's a coincidence. We don't know yet. Those kind of things will come to light, but for this moment in time, all we've got is speculation. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.